Anyway, I'm just going to, I don't get this in your face too much, okay. So, at the end of the day, you don't think spirit boards are evil. You don't think they should be played with by kids.
Right.
But you're motivated by your experiences personally to create that angel board.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about when you first used the angel board? Did you contact that loved one? I guess it was your grandson, or
My grandson.
can you? I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, or something like that. Can you tell me an experience with the angel board that exemplifies its?
Well, we figured we knew where the ectoplasm was coming from, because my daughter's boyfriend, when she was 16, was murdered. And we feel that he was the one protecting her son.
Okay.
Because he told her the day before he was murdered that he'd always be with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you did a lot of sessions, is that what you would mostly focus on, is contacting that loved one or other?
Artie was a real special person, he really was, you know.
And do you feel like the board then therefore is kind of this gift in terms of being able to talk to people that have passed? I mean,
Yes,
is that the forgotten gift of these talking boards in a way?
Yes.
They're not parlor games, but they're
No,
tools.
Tools.
And why do you think Hasbro does that? Like, I mean, don't you think you can make enough money just marketing them as they are, which is tools to you know, or do you think
Money.
why is it a game to you then?
Money, you know, the more they can sell, you know, to that group of people, you know, just instead of just selling to someone like you or me, or
Who are interested in it, yeah.
and, you know, children. Look at how much more money they're making.
Right, completely. And so you sold thousands of these angel boards,
yeah.
but you think that their time is over, and you're going to do something else, but who knows what? But something else involving your art.
Right.
Okay, the Dream book or something you said, was
The
it?
Guiding Light Dream Journal. I was going to use the art from that.
And how would you like, in this thing, how would you like your name to appear, and how would you, what kind of title, like artist, what would you like to be called? Just say what it is, so when I put the graphics up.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you'd say what, you know, spell it, say it, whatever.
I'm the artist. My name is Terry Ann Schumann.
Spell it.
Shuman.
And
Terry.
artist, psychic, medium, or?
Artist, psychic, medium.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, good. Oh, and creator of the angel board.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
But like I said, a lot of my art comes through. I went through a spell for about 2 years where I painted about 20, 30 angels, and they all have a story.
So when you see like a show like Supernatural, for example, you know, which went from demons to angels and now like depicts a battle between them. From your experience, you know, let's take you at face value. Let's have, you know, you're interacting with angels, you're hearing angels, you're having that experience. Is a show like that doing any justice to the reality as you know it about angels, or is it just totally way off in terms of its depiction?
I think it's pretty much way off.
I mean, so they're not intervening in people's lives. Like, what's the purpose of angels then?
Well, angels, spirit guides, you know. I mean, I believe that we all have someone watching us.
Like you believe the guardian angel theory, or that idea?
Well, I don't look at angels as an angel per se. I look at angels as a spirit who has passed, who remain behind to help us through our lives.
Okay, fair enough. And I guess last question, since you made the angel board, the demonic, do you believe in it? Do you believe in evil? If so, do you think it can come through the Ouija board and really hurt someone?
I don't believe in the devil. I do believe in negative energy.
Okay, interesting. So you believe in negative energy. How does that manifest? And why are then, forget the folklore, why is there so many bad stories about Ouija boards? And, you know, when investigators investigate hauntings, they always say, did you use a Ouija board? Do you think that's unfair?
I think it's unfair. I think it's not right.
Can you tell me why? You know, why?
Because
you think
just because it's been misused, it gave them a bad name.
Right.
You know?
And do you think
I mean, because you get groups of people that will use them for like satanic reasons, and you know, contacting negative people or somebody you don't want to even bring up.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
You get kids on the board saying, "Hey, let's try to get Adolf Hitler or something like that," you know, and it's, you know, if you're just looking to speak to an angel or a spirit guide, it's not going to go off. You know.
It's about intent.
Yeah.
So like, but take those kids that are stupid and ignorant and young and say they want to get Hitler. They may get Hitler. I mean,
yeah.
and then,
well,
you know.
I'm just using Hitler.
But that's a good example.
Metaphor,
meaning, there you go. Like, you know, and then, but what if? Do you think? I guess what I'm saying is, do you think possessions and things like that happen from it or ever? I mean, do you believe in that idea that, you know, again, it's not the Ouija board's fault, but it's through that.
I think a spirit can haunt somebody, whether you use an angel board or not, you know.
Or a Ouija board. Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you think that a negative entity could come through your angel board, or do you really believe there's something protecting it?
It could, if it was misused. Anything can be misused, though.
Okay. I mean, that's fair enough, but I love this, the little stat, like no one's ever complained ever to you.
No.
That's amazing.
No.
In fact, the opposite. You probably got a lot of complimentary.
A lot.
And that must make it hard to give up in a way, because here you are, you know, you create something that's touched so many lives, but it's time to move on. But you think you've done enough good work. Well, that's fine. I mean, no, and it is good work.
Time for a change.
Yeah, it is time for a change. Well, I just hope let me just get this last shot of both sides. Okay, now, look at this. So was that the one that you painted that way at night?
Oh no, that was the dream
journal.
journal.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
the angel board.
Any story about her? This one right here?
She died of an illness. I mean, I just...
She was a human?
Oh yeah.
I think all angels were, I guess?
Yeah, that's why I said that's what I believe, that I don't believe in angels per se as something that lives up in heaven and comes down with wings and watches over you.
Right. You believe that angels are, in a way, just a positive ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. And if to the extent that my question is trying to figure out what the Ouija board is, my partner thinks it's completely psychological. I think it's spiritual. At the end of the day, do you have a black and white answer, or is yours in the gray area as to how these talking boards work? As divination, meaning, is it our powers of psychic ability latent that, you know?
Yeah, because a lot of times, you know, sometimes even if you have two other people playing it and you're just observing, sometimes you already know what it's going to say before it answers you.
So it almost triggers latent psychic abilities in us. Okay, so for you, it really must pull it out since you already have them. I mean, I don't have psychic abilities, so I'm just wondering, for people like you, it must be very active. And do you ever play Ouija boards or just the angel boards?
Both.
You do. And have you? Did I ask the question? Any negative experiences with Ouija?
No, but I've never misused it.
Right, you never misuse it. But what if you're with somebody and you didn't know it, but they weren't good, people?
I wouldn't play with somebody I didn't know that didn't believe in it.
Right. Okay.
You know, like I won't. There's certain people I would never play with.
Okay, fair enough. And you're lucky because everyone has that gift of discernment, but you I guess you could see that. Okay. Any last words about anything you would give us as advice as to what type of people we should talk to, or any other thoughts you have on if you're making a documentary about talking boards, anything, we got the history, we're getting both sides of things, is there anything you have as advice to, like, hey, talk to whatever, or look into this area, or anything? Any last words that you want to?
No.
Okay. Okay. We can conclude it.
Pretty much that runs.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And I'm just going to get and the other side of that real quick.
Oh, with the inside.
Yeah. That is honestly, besides just all the nice, it's just so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, just everything that you picked out in terms of the colors, it's so peaceful. Like, and I'm not saying there's a negativity to the Ouija board. I'm just saying that this is so, I don't know, it just feels so light
like I said,
and
when I
airy.
painted these people, I was directed on what to paint and how to paint it,
That's amazing. And how long did it take you to do this whole project from start to finish, the angel board?
Well, the art I did years ago.
And
this was actually in Angel Times magazine and in the Beam.
Okay.
And putting it together was just a matter of, laying out the lettering and figuring the dimensions of the box and the board. And
it took you like a year or two, or less?
A few months.
And this was what year did you come out with this?
2006.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so very much. Let me get on the light for you.